gentlemen, I now call upon our esteemed guest of honor, Ms. Mona Khandhar, IAS, Principal Secretary, Department of Science and Technology, Government of Gujarat, for her significant address. Can we please welcome her with a very big round of applause? Thank you.
Good morning, Shri M.K. Das, British Deputy High Commissioner, Mr. Stephen Hinckley, Mr. Kishore Patil, Mr. Raghu Panikar, and Mr. Pranav Pandya, and the entire team of Gesia. At the outset, I would like to congratulate Gesia to put together this event. And of course, the DST, Department of Science and Technology, Government of Gujarat, is very much a partner for this event. But this event wouldn't have come at a more opportune time. Mr. Kishore Patil talked about India's time has come. Honorable Prime Minister has given us the vision of Viksit Bharat by 2047. And here we would like to also mention that Gujarat will play the role of powering the growth in India, and especially in the futuristic technology. Gujarat is a policy-driven state, and we have put a framework of policies where the futuristic technologies are very much taken care of. Gujarat has been the first state to announce the semiconductor policy, a state-led semiconductor policy in India. And Gujarat is always committed to act in synergy with Government of India. So, Honorable Prime Minister gave us the vision of setting up a semiconductor hub in India, and Gujarat has taken a lead in that. Not only in semiconductor, but when it comes to futuristic technology, the approach of Government of Gujarat, of DST, is three-pronged. We don't stop only at offering proactive facilitation and a very proactive fiscal support. We also support by building state-of-the-art infrastructure, utilities and logistics. So Dholera Semiconductor City is what we are building, and with that we are also building a semiconductor cluster at GIDC Sanand. So that part is very well taken care of. Gujarat has always been known for a very competitive and very efficient industrial infrastructure. However, when we talk about futuristic technologies like that of semiconductor, the requirement is one level up, it's one notch up. The requirements are such that we need to ensure uninterrupted and redundant power supply, water supply, gas supply. So the requirement is actually one level up, and we are committed, and in fact we have fulfilled that requirement at both the places. So one is that, and we are also very, very mindful. Mr. Patil also brought it out, the human resource development or the workforce development. That is very, very important. And when we talk about human resource development, it's not only academic and skilling part. Futuristic technologies require continuous research and development and innovation. So all this put together forms our efforts for workforce development. So innovation, research and development are going to be very important part of it, and that's why when Mr. Pranav said that I was nudging them more for startup hackathon and pitchathon. That is the reason. And let me just brief the audience here that we are working on a very ambitious startup, not only startup policy but also science, technology and innovation policy. A startup is going to be part of our every policy which focuses on futuristic technology. And startup means not only incubation. We need to have an end-to-end ecosystem. So it's incubation, mentoring, accelerating, and also arranging for funding. And not only that, but we have to ensure that there is a commercialization and there is also a pool of IP creation. This is very, very important. And our industry need to come forward and give a support, give a connect to startup. We should we should stop acting in silos, and it's now this is the time that all the stakeholders come together, the policymakers, the industry, the academia, the institutions who are conducting research and development, and the startup ecosystem. What we have achieved till date, more or less, every segment has more or less worked in kind of silos. But now the time has come that we build an ecosystem, we work together, and we recognize our strength and move forward together. So that is very important. So I've talked about semiconductor. At the same time, like semiconductor is such an important and strategic sector that touches at least 24 other segments. And with that, electronics, especially the high-end electronics, is very important, and we have a very proactive electronics policy also in place. And Keynes, a very well-renowned company, homegrown company in EMS space, is coming to Gujarat. There are a number of others. He talked about the semiconductor ecosystem space, especially in DMC space. So South Korean company that he was talking about is Simtech, who is in the ecosystem of Micron. And there are a number of other companies who are showing a lot of interest, and maybe in future we will hear more about this. So along with this too, we have very recently come out with modifications or add-on to our IT-ITS policy. And it has become now a very comprehensive policy which offers about 30% capex incentive for IT-ITS related hardware and 20% capex incentive for plant and machinery. It also offers very attractive incentive for operating expenditure, especially for bandwidth, cloud, and IT-ITs related operational expenditure. It also provides for 20% OPEX incentives for power and other utilities. It provides these incentives not only to new units, but it has also taken a special care for data center, for center of excellence, for research and development centers, and such other establishment. It has focused specifically on building IT city and IT parks. So all these provisions are included. It also takes care of IT related GCCs. There are also a provision for all the deep tech and futuristic technology, where in the eligibility criteria, we give concession, about 1/3 concession to futuristic technologies. It takes care of cable landing station, the design part, which is very, very important for futuristic technology. And one very reputed German design firm, Infineon, has decided to come to Gujarat, and they will be setting their shop very soon in Gift City, and we are in discussion with many more. So this IT-ITS policy is very comprehensive, and we are also seeing, the other day I was discussing with Mr. Pandya that besides Ahmedabad, there are other upcoming centers, Baroda, Rajkot, even Jamnagar, Bhavnagar. These centers are also seeing a good growth in IT. We were just working on a note for a high-level deliberation, and in that the STPI centers that we have here, only the units that are registered with STPI, the export by them was to the tune of about 7,000 crore in the financial year 23-24. So this is the scale and this is where we can go. With these three policies already there, we are working on space tech policy, science, technology and innovation policy, and also a GCC policy for non-IT segment. So with this, we also have a biotechnology policy, and there is a very well-developed biotechnology ecosystem. We have a biotechnology university, we have Gujarat Biotechnology Research Center. So this entire ecosystem provides a very thriving kind of space, which actually the line between manufacturing and services get blurred here. And it is very important that when we think about manufacturing, I'm sure all of you know that Gujarat is the powerhouse of India when it comes to manufacturing. About 1/5 of manufacturing in India takes place in Gujarat. About 1/3 of exports of India takes place from Gujarat. We handle about 40% sea cargo of India. And logistics, we are #1 in India. So these are on the manufacturing side, but at the same time we are seeing a lot of opportunities opening also in service sector. We have the pool of financial professionals which are unparalleled. So the pool of chartered accountants, cost accountants, and company service and other financial professionals is a big strength of Gujarat. Along with that, so then we are going to have a fintech hub at Gift City. Along with that, the health services, the tourism sector, the logistics segment, and of course on the top of it, IT, ITS. They all are these are upcoming opportunities in service sector. And government of Gujarat is giving a big push to this entire ecosystem. So with that, I would like to focus on one important thing, that all of us need to be mindful that innovation, research and development are going to be very, very important if we want to remain at the cutting edge of technologies. And for that reason, our industry also has to come forward, and rather than getting into, they need to come out from their comfort zone and need to invest, need to partner in R&D opportunities and create a pool of IP. That is going to be something very, very important. So far as talent is concerned, we are actually blessed. We have seen that without much support, the kind of reputation that our startup ecosystem has earned. So with some support, I think they can do wonders. And I think very soon we are going to see that we might be even a global supplier of human resources. I think we are almost in that direction, but it's going to consolidate further. And for about next 25 years, it is a wonderful opportunity for our human resources and our talent as well. So I think this is our time, and the vision that Honorable Prime Minister has given us of Viksit Bharat by 2047, let's all work together, come together and make the maximum out of it. I would also like to say one more thing, that very soon we are going to announce that we are going to hold semi-Gujarat event in March from 5th to 7th of March 2025. So all of you are welcome, and please reserve your dates for the same. It's very important at the same time that we integrate into global supply chain, and the presence of Deputy British High Commissioner, the DG Jetro and other friends here is very, very promising. And not only that, we need to work together, but we also need to work or build global partnership and ensure that we integrate very well into global value chain, and we offer our best not only for taking forward Indian economy, but for global growth. So thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for your enlightening address and for your suggestions to build a healthy IT ecosystem in Gujarat. Indeed, look forward for the same.